What's up, guys? Welcome to day 7 of trading only S&P 500 futures, where I'm trading one system, one ticker every single day for a full year. And I'm going to journal every session to track progress, reflect, and sharpen my execution. So if you're serious about building consistency and treating trading like a business, you're in the right place. Stick around, and at the end, I'm going to share the levels that I'm looking for tomorrow. And if you want to skip to that, you could too. Just skip to like 3 to 4 minutes into the video. So for today was a pretty interesting day. I started up pretty good. I was up 130 something dollars, and after a few trades by 10 a.m., I was almost pretty good. I was able to walk away, give or take. But then after the market had a strong push up, I decided to put an order in and just kind of not monitor it and just left it there. So I put an order in around 64.51 range because that was one of the resistance that our analyst saw for today. So it was somewhere around here, 64.51, and it worked out for her, but it didn't work out for me because I was greedy. I wanted to hit my $200 mark today. I was like, the last few days, I kept missing the $200 mark by a little bit. I wanted to push over the $200 threshold today, so I was a little bit greedy. I was like, let me get 10 points out of this instead of 5 points. So I left it for a little bit more, and I also thought the market structure was going to flip bearish at some point today, and that also did not happen. So because of that, ended up turning a positive day into a negative day. Pretty disappointing. So let's go over into signals today and see how they played out if we had followed the plan perfectly and accordingly. So last night we had a triple buy signal on the X7 alert, which usually hints us that market makers are accumulating a lot, and we'll probably see a pop into today. So that was somewhat of a preface for today in a way. And then at 8:29 a.m., right before CPI data came out, literally right before, market structure flipped bullish. And we push up really hard, right? A huge push up from 64.03 to 64.40. So then after that huge push up, we pulled back, we came back down a little bit. We had this violent pushback down around 940s, touched this red moving average here, pushed back up here. I actually shorted this and made some money here as well. And then took a long here, pushed back up here, made some money here. And then I attempted to short it again here. I think I exit for like a tiny bit of profit there, not much, because I saw that it wasn't going in that direction. So this is where I'm net positive around 130s, and we also had a buy signal at 1010 over here, and then a buy signal at 1020 over here, which is a DD buy signal showing us accumulation alerts. And as you can see, we start seeing nice accumulation in this area, and then we eventually push back up. And then 11:30 was when we got our sell signal. So this is around here. So when you get sell signal in the bullish market structure, you're not shorting, you're buying the dip. You want to use that sell signal to buy the dip. So we wouldn't be shorting, we'd be buying the dip there. And then 11:50 had another sell signal here, which tells us to accumulate and buy the dip as well. We want to do the same thing that market makers are doing, accumulating. And then at 12:10, we had a double sell signal, and this is the only point where we wouldn't want to accumulate. We would probably want to either short or look for it to hit a lower level, which would have been here, but that didn't happen. Market actually just kept grinding off this small moving average here and kept climbing up. And then 12:40, we had another sell signal, and this was over here, which tells us to accumulate more if we came back to the moving average, which we did not. So we continued to grind back up, and then at some point later in the day, we did touch the second moving average there, and we even touched the third red moving average here at some point. But at the end of the day, we closed pretty high at 64.90s, 64.69s. Ended up pushing up 74-point range, where yesterday we were only at 40 something points. So very, very wild move. And that actually made us lose money in one of our options bot funds too, because our expected range for today was somewhere between 50s to 60s. We didn't expect it to climb up to 69. So because it climbed up so far up further, well, 9 point up higher, but that's a lot in options. We ended up losing like quite a lot, lost 5,000 on that one trade. So that was worse than my day trading. But that fund was doing good anyways. But it definitely dent my day a lot. It went from having a really good day to having a horrible, shitty day at the end. But on to the next one. That's the way the market works. You win some and you lose some. You can't win every day, and losing is part of the game. You just got to be able to move on and learn from it, and hopefully do better tomorrow. So for tomorrow, the levels that we're watching for are these. If you watched yesterday's video, the level was let me see what yesterday's level. Yesterday's level was 63.95 and 63.70. 63.95 worked pretty well if you bought it pre-market. We did touch it a few times. We touched it 93 lows during pre-market. We touched 92 lows pre-market. But if you just kept buying at the 95 area and remained bullish, you were good, right? So for today, where we moved the level up above 64.10, we want to remain bullish. So this is key levels for tomorrow. Above 64.10, we want to remain bullish. And then below 63.90, which is here, we go bearish. So under that, we think the market can go down a lot more. So I'll show you why. So if this pulls back to this area here, we expect to bounce anywhere in this range. If it go under, this is no man's land. It could chop here, push up here, chop here, push up here. That's a possibility. Now, if we completely fly through this level and fly through this level as well, this is super bearish. Then look for this back test here to short and expect it to go down more. The possibility of this situation is lower, and this will only happen if there's bad news, and that's possible, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. So those are what we're looking for. I hope this helps, and if you found this helpful, hit subscribe and follow along, and let's keep improving together. Good luck and have a great day. Thank you for watching.